Welcome to Awakening, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. HEATHER-KRISTIAN STRANG, but you can call me Dr. Christian. And today we are bringing you your June 2022 Oracle reading to support you, to light the way, to assist you in knowing the absolute best way to navigate the energies of June. June happens to be an exceptional month. We've received guidance from Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, and the Highest Light team that June carries the cosmic frequencies that allows humans to release parasites and parasitic attachments from their physical body. And what we understand is that parasites are beyond the Western concept of little bugs in your body, and this understanding that these actually represent entity attachments. And so for the month of June, we are doing a really potent, powerful parasite cleanse for all called. If you have not signed on to join us, feel free to check links wherever you're receiving this or DM me directly and I can get you the details. But we are going to be working with the power of the cosmos for this month of June and then going into July to fully clear the human physical body of these parasitic attachments, which show up not just from compromised food and water, but also from media, being attached to artificial matrix systems, codependent relationships, pornography, and other sources of attachment-based energies that do not serve the human form, the human vitality, and do not serve humans in becoming divine humans, which is what we came here to be, to return to your natural state. This is the awakening that we are in, to return to your natural state, which is a divine human, allowing your higher self to embody your physical body and to live as the God Goddess that you truly are here on earth. And what does that mean? That means you are living your most satisfying, most fulfilling experience here on earth, and you are creating and living in your own personal golden age. We understand that how we show up here on earth in this incarnation affects not only our current experience, but it affects our children and their children and our ancestral lineage going backwards and forwards in time. And it also impacts where we go when we make our transition from this plane of consciousness to the next plane. In fact, wherever you go next is determined by how you show up here. So pretty amazing scenario we're working with here on Earth. So June has these cosmic configurations that have never before taken place on Earth. If you remember, June 2019 was when Mother Earth actually began to shift her frequency, was more fully holding the fifth dimensional frequency. And the fifth dimensional frequency is a frequency connected to Source. So Mother Earth in her own ascension process has said, I no longer wish to be a plane of dualistic lower frequencies, knowing that here on Earth the agenda was actually hijacked and Mother Earth became a place of incredible heaviness. And we know a lot of things happening in the artificial matrix that do not serve Source, do not serve the highest good of humans, that do not serve the highest good of Mother Earth. So we're in this cleansing process as a collective. Mother Earth is in a cleansing process as she continues to uplevel to the higher frequencies of consciousness, which means everything that is disconnected from Source must be seen fully, and then will be coming to completion. And that's why it's so important for you and I and those of us on the awakening journey to really work with our physical body temple, our emotional, mental bodies, our psychic bodies, our energy bodies, so that we are vibrating in harmony with Source more and more and more and more and more of the time. And of course, part of my mission here on this earth plane is to provide you with solutions that allow you to do that. So this is not some woo-woo esoteric, concept, but we are grounding this into physical reality, and that you are in a process of self-liberation that allows you to live in the freedom of who you really are, which you have not previously lived before on Earth, because Earth has not been in the configuration to receive it. And you have not been in the configuration to live it until now. So very exciting times that we are in, probably the most exciting times we've ever lived in because of the configuration that is allowing masses of us to awaken, ascend while in our physical bodies, which then shifts your entire trajectory for your family lineage forward and backwards, and shifts where you're going to next, not only in this now moment and then the next moment that follows, but when your soul is also complete with the current body that you are inhabiting. So really incredible times. And this oracle reading for the month of June is really here to help and assist you in knowing the next piece for you in living as your divine human self. So I, in prayer and meditation, asked Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, and the highest light, what is the message that my community via email and through the podcast most needs to hear so that they can live their highest destiny? And we could even call highest destiny your OG intention when you first began incarnating on earth. What is it you really came here to do before you got distracted, before you chose scenic routes, before you got tangled up, before you had entity attachments, before all the different things happened that happened? What was your original intention? That's what we want to return you to so that you can carry out and really live your mission here on earth, because every single soul on this earth has a specific mission that matters and is a beautiful portion of part of the tapestry that is the collective human experience. So I was guided to our oracle, live like you're on vacation. One of my favorite ways to live, next to the golden age frequencies, and they do merge for me, and hopefully that is true for you, that you find that you feel like you're living like you're on vacation while you're living in the golden age. So I opened to this transmission, and we're in the middle of this transmission, so I'm going to read this to you, share this with you, and I want to invite you to have both your hands open, palms facing up, eyes closed, unless you're driving, of course, don't have your eyes closed then, or chopping up vegetables or anything like that, then you can have your eyes open. But if you can, allow yourself in a receiving mode so you can really hear the very specific phrases and receive the frequency that is so specifically for you and your life journey at this time. Because we are at this incredible time in consciousness. You're going through monumental expansions at this time. And you may be looking at your life externally and going, well, I don't know that that's really happening. But we're talking about what's happening internally to you, right? So as within is without. You have to shift completely internally for your external to shift completely as well. And this is a time, and again, Mary Magdalene and Yeshua know what they're doing. They walked this path before we did, and they alerted us to this significant shift in the cosmos that is going to allow for a huge cleansing within you in June, if you choose to use your free will to allow for it. So here we go. We want you to remember that in your aloneness, you are never alone, for you cannot ever be alone. For we, your spiritual team, are with you everywhere. We are sitting on that chair across from you. We are brushing that hair out of your face. We are kissing you softly on the forehead. We want you to remember that you cannot make those in your life or around you behave as you would like them to behave. But you can get curious and ask to be shown and guided to the deeper understanding of the dynamics present in your life. Ask Source. Ask your spiritual team. Ask us to bring you the understanding. And like we have for Christian, we will bring you the articles and the links and the conversations and the books and the resources that will shine light on what you need to know about these dynamics and about your evolutionary ascension path. And we tell you, if you are trying to get people to be somewhere they cannot possibly be, we are telling you now for this month of June, and forevermore, stop. Stop trying to get anyone anywhere that they cannot possibly be. Bless them. Bless them with love. And then ask your connection to who you really are, what the best next step is for you on your path. If you are one who is desiring more connections or deeper or greater connections, Ask for them and trust that they will show up and they will occur at the perfect divine time. And if they are not occurring, it is simply because they're not meant to occur. It is because you need time to anchor into yourself more fully, to your connection with your higher self more fully, to all that is more fully. And that is the most beautiful way that you could ever spend your time. And if you are with others and they are acting in a manner that does not seem to serve you or them or the highest good for you, you can set your boundaries. You can make your requests. You can say, I'm not available for this conversation or this thing or that thing that you are bringing. Let's find the win-win where we can both meet up on a topic or an activity. Sometimes the win-win is going in separate spaces until your vibrations line up together again. And that is okay. That is beautiful. That is divine. And other times it will be so easy to find where you do line up, where you do have the ability to align more fully. And when you do, we say go with it, marinate in it, enjoy every drop of it. Dear one, the others around you are here for you, whether they are what you call aggravating you or lighting you up. Those ones that have come to Kristen showing up in a way of wanting or desiring something from her, and that is their main impetus for wanting to be close to her. We had given previous examples in this transmission earlier about this. They are showing up to support her in evolving what desires to be evolved forward from long ago. They are supporting her in writing what needed to be righted by showing up for it with love, blessings, and boundaries. However, another is showing up for you. You know that it is always for your benefit. And you can find the way to better understand the dynamics and then line up with them or take a breather from them until greater alignment occurs. It can all be in flow in this way, and never must discord be your only option. There is always a way to find the flow. And so it is. It is so. Take a nice deep breath here, inhaling through the nose. Working with the detoxifying breath, you're inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. So as you step into this month of June, this holy cosmic configuration, all the support here for you, bring in this elevated understanding of interpersonal dynamics. Know that you're never alone, and often it will serve you to be in deep connection with your higher self and with your spiritual team. And then those humans who are vibrating in a vibrational frequency match with that can come to you. Not by you forcing, not by you making it happen, but by you calling it forth to you. June is really this incredible month to cleanse yourself of these unhealthy attachments and energies so that you can call forth to you energies and relationships that truly serve you in living your mission fully, as opposed to energies that deplete, drain, take from you. That's the old model. That's the artificial matrix model of relating. We're moving into sacred relating, and the way that you live in your golden age frequencies is to be free of these toxic experiences and exchanges and relationships. And that freedom comes from going deeper into your own personal healing and expansion. You may have tried, as I have in the past, to just, I see it's a toxic connection, I'm just delete and block and we're done and we're complete. But that does not heal what it is within you. You've got to get that out of your body. You've got to get it out of your physical body. You've got to get it out of your mental body. You've got to get it out of your emotional body. You've got to get it out of your energy body. So we have solutions for you to do that. And the solutions we have for you is, one, this parasite cleanse that we're doing in the month of June. For the emotional, mental, psychic, self-healing release, we have Activate Your Highly Sensitive Superpowers Guide. Put the name of that person or that relationship, and you will take it through the 4-step metaphysical psychology technology that will release these unhealthy attachments for you. So in metaphysical psychology, we address your healing holistically, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychically. So no stone goes unturned. And so that full holistic, truly holistic, not fourth dimensional, holistic, we mean the real deal, holistic healing takes place. So those are our two solutions for you. So you can set yourself free in this month of June. You can visit sacred-spirituality.org to find both the Parasite Cleanse and the Activate Your Highly Sensitive Superpowers Guide. I'll also have them in the links for this podcast episode. And if you have questions, you can always message me directly, because I'm a real human here on earth, living my divine mission. And it is my honor to share with you and to assist you in activating and accessing and living in the solutions that will allow you to be your divine human self-informed. Because otherwise, what is the point? What are we doing here, right? You're either numbing out, distracting yourself, getting caught up in scenic routes, distractions, etc., or you're living a holy path. Or you're living a life guided by the natural, by the divine, however you choose to define the divine for you. Giving your gifts creatively, creating the golden age in your personal experience. That's what you're here to do. You wouldn't be listening to this podcast if you weren't. In fact, it is an act of the divine that you are listening to this message right here, right now. And so let this be the sign that you have been waiting for, that solutions exist for you. We have the solutions. We've just given you the solutions. Now your job is to implement the solutions so that you can live in the radiance of your true being. The artificial matrix will tell you it's hard, it's heavy, there's no hope. You've got to fight, you've got to claw your way, and hopefully you'll make it, but you probably won't. The divine tells you who you really are, a radiant God, goddess of the light, who came here to reclaim who you really are. May it be so, and through the power of the pure cosmic Christed heart, it is so. All right, beloved one, thank you for listening. If this was of benefit to you, please consider gifting, donating to support future episodes of Awakening the Podcast. Also, you may wish to share this with one other person in your life who you know is awakened enough to receive this frequency. And may you be blessed in living your highest destiny from hearing this transmission, receiving it today. It's my greatest honor to share with you. Much love and many blessings. Until next time, this is Awakening the Podcast, and I am Dr. HEATHER-KRISTIAN Strang.